set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. To the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards, first down Niners. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Guerrero. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Purdy off the play fake. And he will find his man Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6. On the give, it's Guerrero. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Irving. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. Mayfield with it once more. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Handoff here, Guerrero. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this is caught by Evans. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Baker going to give it to Irving, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mayfield now. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Following the interception, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Irving. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling. And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He'll find McMillan here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take... Spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that's going to be batted away. Incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Chad Momo's got it. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Getting out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's got the hook up to Ingram. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here. ETN on 3rd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry-up here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That'll be the first and more. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here are the Jaguars getting set for a two-point try. They'll try to run it in. And he'll get in. That gives them an 8-0 lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for two.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give to Garindo. This is ahead for about 5. Chad Muma there to bring him down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. You're going for this. He connects downfield on 4. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st. Purdy setting up that play action. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. To throw again, it's Purdy. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That type of play right there, Brock, who do you credit more? You crediting him for making the catch or the quarterback for putting just the right touch on that football?
Are you asking me the quarterback or me the analyst?
The unbiased observer of football.
Sure. Well, the quarterback's going to say, that's all me. That's a beautiful arc. Don't you love that touch? The receiver's going to say, yeah. But I'm the one who brought it down for you. The answer is it's both, and that was awesome.
What a start to this one, baby. Both teams scoring, and without hesitation, run everyone out there to go for two. For fans of aggressive offenses, Brock, this is certainly shaping up to be their perfect type of game.
Yeah, you think both these offenses just going to go for two from here on out? I don't know. There's a lot of risk involved with it, but I'm here for it.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a leak.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after, looks like a yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Purdy to throw it. That finds Jacob Kelly. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Play action now with Purdy. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
this is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On third down, Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in by Garindo. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Moody knocks it through, and they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
When you become a quarterback's best friend to that, turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Finds a big lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills trailing in the early going. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the gun, Johnson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Davis can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
It's 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and goal for Allen. Escapes the pocket. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Amendola able to put it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. That's complete to Garindo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. Cook trying this one up the gut. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Allen now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Second and 10 now. Complete to Shakir. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Do this, offense. Alert, alert, alert. Middle, 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 middle. Do this, offense. Regular. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and it couldn't stay in the field of play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now, Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, set now, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got this complete to James Cook. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. To the air again, Allen. On the move, headed right. And he's tackled for no gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Throwing here, Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, This has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And they'll continue adding to their lead. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff.
Bass now to kick this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Purdy. That's complete. Here's Cowie. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Gorindo again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Gorindo. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut it to a point late in this one. George Kittle, the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to fire a deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Nick, here we have to talk about flipping the field in special teams. Kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now run by Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's a give to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minutes.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Bass now to kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up. That's one of the longest throws we have, or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It was so easy to mark. At the sheer amount of distance he threw that that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Wide open, downfield. Got it! So the roar of Bills Mafia. It's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory.